This is a $200 flashlight, but it's currently on sale for $178, which is still crazy. Well, it's been a while, so welcome back to the channel. A couple of weeks ago, I was reached out to by a company named Wuben. They make flashlights, and I don't know what it is about flashlights, but ever since I was a kid, I was just fascinated with flashlights, and maybe it's that sense of adventure that, I feel like I'm searching for ghosts or maybe even treasures or something. So Wuben very graciously sent me a couple of their products. I think this is why guys love EDC so much. It's just an excuse for us to play with expensive toys. So this is the G2 flashlight, LED flashlight with a max output of 500 lumens. It's very small. It's about an inch tall and weighs only 0.98 ounces. It's super light, super tiny. And it has a detachable keyring, has a magnetic tail design. You can even wear it as a pendant. I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, go with me here for a little bit. Instead of carrying a flashlight around, I can just hang this on my neck. A little space right there where you can attach this clip it onto your breast pocket, which is probably a better idea than having it as a pendant. If you press and hold the button, it'll cycle through the different brightness, and it actually gets brighter than this. So double click on the button, it brightens it up even more. Like, you can't see it right now, but it's crazy bright for something this tiny. If you want to turn it off, just click it once. This is the Wuben G2 mini keychain flashlight. I'm going to test out the brightness here in this dark street. This can reach up to 500 lumens, and I'm going to cycle through the different settings, starting with the lowest, which they call moonlight, all the way up to the highest, which is turbo mode. I did notice that if you use turbo mode, obviously it'll drain the battery faster, but it also heats up the flashlight. So that, I would say, is only for emergencies. Next up is the Wuben Night XO. It's like a little grenade. Currently on sale on their site for $59. They claim this to be the brightest EDC flashlight in your pocket. This is heavy. It's about 2.5 or 2.24 inches. You can open that part, and there's a contact point right here, and that little rubber white thingy is basically the switch for the light, and that's the USB-C for charging. Underneath is magnetic as well, so you can stick it onto to metal surfaces. They said this is the most powerful micro flashlight you can find in the market. It can deliver up to 1,100 lumens of light, 40 times brighter than a smartphone flashlight. This time we're testing the Wuben XO Mini rechargeable flashlight with up to 1,100 lumens, and there's also a strobe and SOS mode. Kind of gently pulsates when you cycle through it. That's kind of cool. Double click it. For the turbo mode, this is incredibly bright. It does get hot though. Like when you put it on turbo mode, you can definitely feel the heat. Fast charging, 1,100 milliamp battery, can be fully charged in an hour and a half, but can last up to 130 hours on moonlight mode. So that's the lowest setting. This is a 60 right now because it's on sale, but this is an $80 flashlight that you can fit in your pocket. It's really bright. The design is really cool. It's just something you just want to keep showing off. I love it. It's like a little lighter. Moving on to its bigger brother, which is the Wuben X2. Oh, look at this. That's a pretty cool looking flashlight. So the X2 is definitely more of a regular flashlight looking thingy, but the design is very, very interesting, and it's all metal. It weighs 4 ounces, but it's also just easier to hold just because of the form factor. 2,500 lumens, 479 feet of beam distance, 2,000 milliamp battery, and can be fully charged in 3 hours. So that's still pretty impressive. Okay, we're testing out the Wuben X2 with a maximum output of 2,500 lumens. Same deal, press and hold to cycle through the different lighting modes. This also has an IP68 waterproof rating and also includes a lanyard and a carrying case.
And aside from the lanyard that also doubles as a tape measure, the X2 includes a red gel that you can use for certain emergency situations.
$98. Very expensive. It feels high quality. And finally, the Wuben Falcon X1. So this is the biggest flashlight in the bunch. This is more for like a regular flashlight. It has 12,000 lumens, a beam of up to 994 feet, stable illumination for 1.7 hours at 3,000 lumens, active cooling fans, and the fans right here. I like how the button is kind of like recessed. Oh, you can use this as a bicycle mount too. They actually sent me a bicycle mount because I have a couple bikes. As a matter of fact, I just made a video on my main channel about my e-bikes, which you can check out here at the top of the screen somewhere. Go check it out. It also has the strobe and the SOS feature, which I'm not going to demonstrate only because flashing lights, 4,800 milliamp battery. It's IP55, weighs about 379 grams with the battery. I don't even know if you can remove the battery of this thing. Definitely is more of like a traditional flashlight in terms of size. It's easy to grip. I'm just going to humor you for a little bit here. I want to show you how bright the turbo mode is. So I'm going to point this towards the ceiling. It's like daytime in here.
This is the Wuben X1 rechargeable flashlight with a maximum output of 12,000 lumens at turbo mode. And depending on what color or finish you choose, this flashlight is about $180 to $200.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. And I want to say thanks to Wuben for sending me a couple of their flashlights. I highly recommend them. I've bought a couple of flashlights in the past, and this is the first time I've actually held such high quality flashlights. Originally, I was going to be like, I mean, at the worst case scenario, if they're not as good, I'll probably just give them out as gifts to my family. But at this point, I don't want to give them away because they're awesome. And once again, if you have any suggestions for the channel, or if you want to reach out, if you want to work together, my email's down below. And don't forget to subscribe and share this channel with your friends and your family. Thanks again. Take care.